of Sport, American University of Cairo, Mr. Mohamed Rafa, as he expressed gratitude to the organizers and his excitement on winning the games.
I would like to thank both universities for this fantastic tournament, the 11th FASO game. We are very happy to be here. We are very happy to win the tournament for the second time.
All right, still on athletics, with the conclusion of the National Youth Games, there is every likelihood that the game's age grouping would be changed from the under 15 to the under 17 age group. Nigeria's Minister of Sports, Senator John Owa Eno, agrees with the Delta State Governor Sheriff Ogborovore that the NYG should revert to the former under 17 category to give room for more participation. On the flip side, athletics coach and analytical statistician Lekon Shoneto believes that this obviously is not the step in the right direction. Speaking in an exclusive interview with Today FM's Osalge Ihinwin, Coach Lekon insisted on all-inclusive scheme that will rather see both age groups come to the party than take away one.
Why are they scrapping one for one? Why can't they feature the two at once? So if you are disqualified from under 15, you move to under 17. If you are disqualified from under 17, then you are disqualified properly. You make sure you attend one youth game, one under 15, then probably one under 17. There shouldn't be room for you to attend twice. So if you are 11, don't come to youth game. Be 13 or 14 before you come. After you are 14, then you wait until you are ready to be able to compete in under 17.
All right, Coach Lekon also spoke about the need to fuse the young promising athletes obtained from the National Youth Games with the older ones for the National Youth Festival, as this would foster speedy development on these teenagers.
National Sport Festival is our own Olympics, and probably when they camp these young athletes with the older ones early enough, the younger ones will learn one or two things and brush up. There's a disconnect between the Youth Games and the National Sport Festival. When the likes of Rosemary Ophili were discovered at the Youth Games, Kadegoke, Laba Akintola, there was an international competition, continental competition the following year, and it was still under 17. So when they competed 15, 16, the following year they were under 18 and they were able to progress steadily. Even Chinecheren, the javelin record holder, was at that level. The following year they were able to compete at the continental level, which they did their best.
All right, from athletics, we move into the world of table tennis, where Nigeria's table tennis star Aruna Quadri started his campaign in the World Table Tennis China Smash on a sound note with a massive win over Benedict Ola. The world number 19 secured a comfortable 3-1 victory, 13-11, 11-5, 12-10, and 11-7 to zoom into the round of 32. The round of 64 victories means Aruna will face another opponent in the round of 32. The Nigerian international has been drawn to confront Swedish star Anton Kalberg, who also secured a massive victory in the round of 64. From table tennis, let's quickly talk basketball, as it was 14 grueling games for each of the 16 teams in the Atlantic and Savannah Conference of this year's Zenith MBBF Women's Premier Basketball League, played at the indoor hall of the Nnamdi Azikiwe National Stadium, Enugu, and the indoor hall of the MKO Abiola Stadium, Abuja, respectively. Now, at the end of the exciting and very competitive games, favorite First Bank led the Atlantic Conference by winning 13 games, losing 1, followed by MFM with 11 wins and 3 losses. Dolphins, also with 11 wins and 3 losses, placed third on the leaders board due to score margins, and Bielsa Wales picked the fourth final 8 tickets, having recorded 8 wins and 6 losses. High-riding Nigerian Customs led the Savannah Conference with 13 wins and a loss to lead the pack. Titans followed with 11 victories and 3 losses. Royal Aces and Air Warriors also punched the final 8 tickets with 10 wins and 4 losses, and 9 wins and 5 losses respectively. Now, still on basketball Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo is now no more. He died at the age of 58 from brain cancer. This sad development was made public on Monday by the NBA. Beloved by fans, the Congolese center was selected as an NBA All-Star 8 times, using his tremendous 7-foot 2-inch frame to become one of the league's most fearsome shot blockers and AIM Defensive Player of the Year honors 4 times. All right, that's the much we can take reporting other sports at this point. Let's talk football.
My name is Simidele Adiagbo, the first ever Nigerian skeleton athlete to compete in the Winter Olympics. To keep tabs on trending sports stories across the globe, keep listening to Sports Attack on your premium talk, news, and sports radio station. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. You will be glad you did.
All right, before we talk footballing stories, let me throw open the phone lines to take your reactions to the questions I dropped earlier on. And number one is, Arsenal, can they get the victory against an Ousmane Dembele-less Paris Saint-Germain later this evening in the Champions League? And secondly, Gary Newell says Liverpool are no match for Manchester City and Arsenal. He has rated Liverpool way low, way below Manchester City and Arsenal. Do you think he is right? Do you agree with him? He also says they are not title contenders for this year's English Premier League title. So let me know your thoughts from the phone line 0817 00 951 0810 951 0951. Hello, caller. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name, location, and submission.
Good morning. Good morning, Good morning.
Thank you.
From Okunokum.
All right. Name, please.
Sylvester Marine.
Sylvester Marine. Welcome.
Arsenal will win PSG tonight.
All right.
I have the assurance that they will win PSG tonight.
Okay.
Because the crop of players that are in Arsenal and the form that they are now. PSG are not in that form.
Okay.
And therefore, I must be saying that Liverpool are not title contenders. I think it's a mistake to withdraw that statement.
Okay.
Because I believe so much in Liverpool and that's now.
All right.
More than even the Manchester City. Yes. That's
all right.
And Mira is talking to you. I'm a diehard Chelsea fan. I want to know what is happening within Todd Body and Badali, because there's competition in their takeover.
I think they have shielded their swords, and we'll be hoping to see that they continue to progress before they take actions.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Sylvester Marine, for your call there. The phone lines are still open. 0817 0000 951 0810 951 951. Those are the numbers to call to share your thoughts with me right here in the studio, as the question still remains. Arsenal against PSG this morning. PSG without Ousmane Dembele. Can Arsenal get the 3 points, the maximum 3 points from that game later on this evening? And secondly, Gary Newell saying that Liverpool are way below Manchester City and Arsenal, and he doesn't feel Liverpool are title contenders. Do you agree with him? Let me know your thoughts through the phone lines. All right, we go into sporting stories as we start from the grassroots, as it was the end of the group stages at the ongoing Rivers Christian Cup, where Citadel Global Ministry were forced to a goalless draw by the enterprising youth with a Mission FC YWAM. Tuesday and Wednesday is rest day, while hostilities resume on Thursday for the semi-finals between Assemblies of God Church FC versus YWAM. And the second semi-finals will see OPM taking on Citadel Global Ministry. A release from the local organizing committee signed by Deacon Kingsley and Niwo informed that the finals will hold on Sunday by 3 p.m. Speaking is the chairman of the local organizing committee, Rivers State Christian Cup, Deacon Kingsley Anyiwo, with more details on that.
The finals comes up on Sunday, the 6th of October, right here in San Siri Football Field off Arodi Road at Tumokurushi in Mokurushi town, and it's going to kick off by 3 p.m. prompt Christian time. You know, like we do things like Christian will keep to time. So the ceremony will start by 3 p.m. on Sunday, the 6th of October, 2024.
All right, Deacon Kingsley also extended a hand of invitation to all members of the public as he believes that this is also a tool for winning souls for the Lord.
I want this opportunity to invite ministers of the gospel, Lord of sports, Christians to this great finals of the finals. I believe it's going to be awesome, and I expect to see God glorified. And permit me to say that this competition has been a great one. It has brought churches of different faith and ministry together, fueled through sports. It has also gives the opportunity to evangelize, the neighborhood. Souls were won, and I believe God is being glorified through this avenue.
All right, let's talk the Nigerian Premier Football League, where Enugu Rangers coach Fidelis Elechukwu has hit out at his Remo Stars counterpart Daniel Ogumodode for winning at all costs. MPFL champions Enugu Rangers fell 2-1 at Remo Stars on Sunday, but Elechukwu lashed out at his fellow Super Eagles assistant coach for not respecting fair play in the course of the game. Now to the camp of the Flamingos, being Nigeria's under-17 women's national team. Head coach Bankole Oloworokere has listed Captain Taiwo Afolabi and forward Harmony Chidi and Peace Effiong in his 21-woman Flamingos roster for this year's FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup Finals in the Dominican Republic. Bankole Oloworokere listed Captain Taiwo Afolabi and forward Harmony Chidi as his frontliners. Now, the clinical Chidi scored 13 of the team's record-setting 25 goals in the qualifying series as the bronze medalists from the last edition of the championship in India stormed their way into past the Central African Republic, Burkina Faso, and Liberia in the continental campaign. Petite midfielder Afolabi will lead the midfield alongside Fadirat Abdul Wahab, Shakirat Moshood, and Ayomide Rotimi, while first choice goalkeeper Christiana Uzoma will have Sylvia Uchefu and Elizabeth Boniface pushing her to her best of all times. Meanwhile, the Flamingos were drawn in Group A alongside host Dominican Republic, Ecuador, and New Zealand. Now to the Nigerian Football Federation we go, where the NFF president Alhaji Ibrahim Gusau has reaffirmed his commitment to advancing Nigerian football, assuring the public of concerted effort to push the sport forward. Celebrating his second year in office on Monday, Gusau highlighted several significant achievements under his administration since his election in 2022. One of the major successes, according to him, is the stability within Nigerian football, which has contributed to the improved performance of both the men's and women's national team on the international stage. He noted the Super Eagles' close call at the 2024 African Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire, where they narrowly missed clinching the title. All right, the phone lines are still open. You could be part of the conversation. Remember, the question still remains, can Arsenal get all maximum 3 points against PSG later on this evening when they come up against an Ousmane Dembele-less Paris Saint-Germain? And secondly, Gary Newell saying that Liverpool are not title contenders. Do you agree with him? Hello, caller. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Oh, sir, good morning.
Good morning. Arsenal Baba Twins, welcome. Go ahead.
Yes, Arsenal will get all 3 points today against PSG.
All right.
Yeah, but Granada, for the statement you make against Liverpool, not the title contender, I disagree. I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Liverpool is the title contender this season. I can see Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, City for there.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Arsenal Baba Twins, for your call there. You can keep the calls coming in 0817 0000 951 0810 951 0951. All right, let's look at what's happening within the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, as Victor Osimhen may be set to miss Nigeria's African Cup of Nations 2025 qualifiers against Libya. Victor Osimhen scored his first goal for Galatasaray over the weekend against Kansim Pasa, and he was later replaced due to a slight pain. And according to reports from Istanbul, Osimhen can presently squat and does not feel any pains, but quoting that report, a mild tear will get him to rest for a couple of days, while if it were more serious, he would be sidelined for at least 2 weeks, which will mean he will miss the African Cup of Nations qualifiers against Libya on October 11th and October 15th. Now let's leave the Nigerian scene as we move into the foreign scene, where Manchester United are set to stick with manager Erik ten Hag for matches against Porto and Aston Villa this week, despite the demoralizing defeat against Tottenham Hotspur at Old Trafford on Sunday. Ten Hag has endured a poor start to the season, which has left United 12th in the Premier League standing. Speaking after the 3-0 loss against Tottenham Hotspur, Ten Hag said he was not thinking about losing his job.
No, I'm not thinking about this. I think we all made in togetherness this decision to stay together as an ownership, as a leadership group in the summer. And also we made the decision also from a clear review and what we have to improve as an organization, and how we want to construct the squad.
All right, while the pressure on Ten Hag is clearly mounting, reports have it that the club's hierarchy will always consider such situations carefully rather than make a decision immediately after a bad result. And speaking about pressure on the man, one person who has seen it all, former Chelsea manager Graham Potter, had some words of advice for Erik ten Hag on managing the pressure on his shoulders.
The challenge is to try to have some perspective, to try to rationalise what's actually happened, to speak logically. After a game, everybody's emotional, of course, because football is about emotions, it's about feelings. Fans are hurting, they want to have answers, they want to blame somebody, and sometimes it is the manager, and sometimes, of course, we make mistakes and we're not perfect. But it's part of the job, it's part of what we sign up for, and I'm sure Erik would say the same, what he expects at Manchester United.
All right, it's Champions League night, as I'll bring you up to speed with all the fixtures for this evening. RB Leipzig will be up against Stade Brestois by 7:45. VSB Stuttgart will take on Sparta Praha. Arsenal will be up against Paris Saint-Germain. Barcelona will take on Young Boys. Bayer Leverkusen will do battle with AC Milan. Borussia Dortmund by 8 p.m. will take on Celtic. Inter Milan will take on 7 Zvezda by 8 p.m. PSV Eindhoven will also be up against Sporting CP. Slovan Bratislava will take on Manchester City by 8 p.m. That's how it's going to be in the Champions League for this evening. Before I go, let me let you know that all right, let me let you know that France's 2018 World Cup winning star Antoine Griezmann on Monday announced his retirement from international football, bringing an end to a 10-year career with the country. And on that note, I say many thanks for sticking around and listening to Sports Attack this morning. Remember, we'll be back here by 3 p.m. for more stories coming from today's Sports Live. My name still remains Osasi Hewen, and I'm saying stay lifted and stay blessed. Do enjoy your Independence Day celebration.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
A life without purpose is a life without destination. Find the right direction for your life as you join Pastor Chris Ugo for 5 minutes of purpose discourse every weekday on Living with Purpose and Power.
Hi, my name is Chris Ugo, and this is Living with Purpose and Power. I want to specially welcome you to today's episode. Yesterday I started with peace. Today we're looking at peace, the second part of it. God wants you to have perfect peace in the midst of crisis. In Isaiah 26 verse 3, it says, you will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you. So how I manage my mind determines my level of peace. The Hebrew word for peace is shalom. Shalom means health, security, good condition, success, comfort, safety, happiness, wellness, wholeness, and soundness. Shalom means it means nothing missing and nothing broken. Today I declare wholeness, completeness over your life. Nothing missing, nothing broken. There's a peace that Jesus gives to us. You see that in John chapter 14:27. He said, peace I live with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. So let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. To enjoy peace, there are a few things you must do. Number one, you have to put your trust in God. Psalm 56 verse 3, the New Living Translation says, but when I am afraid, I will put my trust in you. So when you want to enjoy the peace of God, what you do, you put your trust in the Lord. Number two, fix your thoughts on the Lord. Isaiah that we're talking about, it says, you will keep him in perfect peace, all whose thoughts are fixed on you. Fix your thoughts on the Lord. Fix it on the word of God. When you meditate on God's word, the blessings of God will come to you and it will keep you in peace. Next, if you're going to enjoy peace, align your speech with God's word. God said something, say the same thing that the Lord had said. He said, let your conversation be without covetousness. Let it spur you to be content with such things as you have. For God himself has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you, so that you may boldly say, the Lord is my helper. You see that? You may boldly say what the Lord has said about you. So align your speech with God's word. If you're going to enjoy peace, then don't let your heart be troubled. Many are allowing things to trouble their hearts and steal their peace today. But Jesus said, my peace I give to you, not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. If you're going to enjoy peace, next, give yourself to prayers. With prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, and the peace of God that passes all human understanding will keep your hearts, will guard your hearts and your mind in Christ Jesus. So give yourself to prayer. So if you're going to enjoy peace, we say put your trust in the Lord, fix your thoughts on the Lord, align your speech with God's word. Don't let your heart be troubled. Give yourself to prayer. And next, receive the blessing of peace. In Psalm 29 verse 11, he said, the Lord will give strength to his people. The Lord will bless his people with peace. Receive the blessing of peace. Today, I bless you with the peace of the Lord. The Lord bless your home with peace. The Lord bless your career with peace. In the mighty name of Jesus. Lastly, if you're going to enjoy peace, then speak the blessing. Learn to not just receive the blessing, but speak the blessing. So today I speak the blessing of God over your life. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. In Jesus' wonderful name I have prayed. Amen and amen.
2 decades of God's mercy and grace. Join the King's Assembly for our 20th anniversary celebration. The 11-day celebration runs from October 3rd through 13th October 2024 at 58 Tumbia Road, GRA Phase 3, Port Harcourt, River State. Experience transformational worship at our anniversary services on Thursday 3rd, Wednesday night by 5:30 p.m., Sunday the 6th and 13th of October 2024 by 7 a.m., 8:45 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. Receive impactful ministrations with Pastor Jeffrey Iyanowa, music ministrations, Mercy Chinmo, Manus Akbanke, Jackson Jones, New Song, and your hosts, Pastor Chris and Yemisi Ugo. Join us for a time of worship, fellowship, and rejoicing. Let's celebrate God's goodness together. For more event information, visit our website, thekingsassembly.org/20.
You've been listening to Living with Purpose and Power. Connect with Pastor Chris Ugo on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at I am Chris Ugo, or email hello@chrisugo.org. Tune in tomorrow, same time on the station.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
A very good morning to you. Today, 95.1 FM will join the National Service of the NTA for the live broadcast of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary. On return, we'll bring you details on the world news at 7. Stay with us.
Administration knows that many of you struggle with rising costs and the search for meaningful employment. I want to assure you that your voices are heard. As your president, I assure you that we are committed to finding sustainable solutions to alleviate the suffering of our citizens. Once again, I plead for your patience as the reforms we are implementing show positive signs, and we are beginning to see the light at the end. Physical security highly impaired. We found ourselves at a decent crossroad where we must choose between two paths: reform for progress and prosperity, or carry on the business as usual and collapse. We decided to reform our political economy and defense architecture. On the security front, I am happy to announce to you, my compatriots, that our administration is winning the war on terror and banditry. Our target is to eliminate all threats of Boko Haram, banditry, kidnapping for ransom, and the scourge of all forms of violent extremism. Within 1 year, our government has eliminated many Boko Haram and bandit commanders faster than ever. As of the last count, over 300 Boko Haram and bandit commanders have been eliminated by our gallant troops in the northeast, northwest, and some other part of the country. We have restored peace to hundreds of communities in the north, and thousands of our people have been able to return home. It is an unfinished business, I agree, which our security agencies are committed to ending as quickly as possible. As soon as we can restore peace to many communities in the troubled part of the north, our farmers can return to their farms. We expect to see a leap in food production and a downward spiral in food costs. I promise you, we shall not falter on this. Our government has been responding to the recent natural disasters, particularly the flooding in the part of the country. After Vice President Kashim Shettima visited Maiduguri, I also visited to assure our people that this federal government will always stand with our people in their times of trouble. At the last meeting of the Federal Executive Council, we approved a disaster relief fund to mobilize private and public sector funds to help us respond faster to emergencies. Our government has also ordered integrity tests of our dams in the country to avert future disasters. The economy is undergoing the necessary reforms and retooling to serve us better and more sustainably. If we do not correct the physical misalignment that led to the current economic downturn, our country will face an uncertain future and the peril of unimaginable consequences. Thanks to the reform, our country attracted foreign direct investment worth more than $30 billion in the last year. Fellow compatriots, our administration is committed to free enterprises, free entry, and free exit in investment while maintaining the sanctity and efficacy of our regulatory processes. This principle guides the divestment transaction in our upstream sector, where we are committed to changing the fortune positively. As such, ExxonMobil surplus divestment will receive ministerial approval in a matter of days, haven't been concluded by the regulator, NUPRC, in line with the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA. This was done in the same manner as other qualified divestment approved in the sector. The move will create vibrancy and increase oil and gas production positively, impacting our economy. The more disciplined approach adopted by the central bank to monetary policy management has ensured stability and predictability in our foreign exchange market. We inherited a reserve of over 33 billion 16 months ago. Since then, we have paid back the inherited forex backlog of 7 billion. We have cleared the ways and means debt of over 30 trillion naira. We have reduced the debt service ratio from 97% to 68%. Despite all this, we have managed to keep our foreign reserve at 37 billion. We continue to meet all our obligations and pay our bills. We are moving ahead with our fiscal policy reforms. We stimulate our productive capacity and create more jobs and prosperity. The Federal Executive Council approved the Economic Stabilization Bill, which will now be transmitted to the National Assembly. This transformative bill will make our business environment more friendly, stimulate investment, and reduce the tax burden on businesses and workers once they are passed into law. As part of our efforts to re-engineer our political economy, we are resolute in our determination to implement the Supreme Court judgment on the financial autonomy of local governments. The central concern of our people today is the high cost of living, especially food costs. This concern is shared by many around the globe as prices and the cost of living continue to rise worldwide. My fellow Nigerians, please be assured that we are implementing many measures to reduce the cost of living at home. I commend the governors, particularly in Kebbi, Niger, Jigawa, Kwara, Nasarawa, and other Southwest governors that have embraced our agricultural production program. I urge other states to join the federal government in investing in mechanized farming. We are playing our part by supplying fertilizer and making tractors and other farm equipment available. Last week, the Federal Executive Council approved establishing a local assembly plant for 2,000 John Deere tractors, combine harvesters, disc riders, bottom plows, and other farm equipment. The plant has a completion time of 6 months. Our energy transition program is on course. We are expanding the adoption of the presidential initiative on compressed natural gas for mass transit with private sector players. The federal government is ready to assist the 36 states and FCT in acquiring CNG buses for cheaper public transportation. Fellow Nigerians, while we are working to stabilize the economy and secure the country, We also seek to foster national unity and build social harmony and cohesion. Our economy can only thrive when there is peace. As we work to overcome the challenges of the day, we remain mindful of next generation as we seek to galvanize their creative energy towards a better future. We lead today with the future we wish to bequeath to our children in focus, recognizing that we cannot design a future that belongs to them without making them its architects. Considering this, I am pleased to announce the gathering of a national youth conference. This conference will be a platform to address the diverse challenges and opportunities confronting our young people, who constitute more than 60% of our population. It will provoke meaningful dialogue and empower our young people to participate actively in nation building by ensuring that their voices are heard in shaping the policies that impact their lives. We are creating a pathway for a brighter tomorrow. The 30-day conference will unite young people nationwide to collaboratively develop solutions to issues such as education, employment, innovation, security, and social justice. The modality of this conference and selection of delegates will be designed in close consultation with our young people through their representatives. Through this compact, it will be our job as leaders to ensure that their aspirations are at the heart of the conference deliberations. The government will thoroughly consider and implement the recommendations and outcomes from this forum as we remain resolute in our mission to build a more inclusive, prosperous, and united Nigeria. Our government is implementing several other youth-centric programs to give our young people an advantage in rapid changing world. We are implementing, among others, the 3 million technical program of the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, aimed at building Nigeria's technical talent backbone. We have also enthusiastically implemented the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NEL Fund, which provides cheap loans to our students to pursue their tertiary educational dream. In addition, later this month, we shall launch the Renewable Hope Labor Employment and Empowerment, the LEAP. It is conceived as a comprehensive suite of interventions and job creation by Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment that is aimed at facilitating the creation of 2.5 million jobs directly and indirectly on an annual incremental basis, while simultaneously ensuring the welfare and safety of workers across the country, as is the tradition. The government will soon announce all the beneficiaries of our national honors for 2024. The Senate President and the Chief Justice of the Federation have been conferred with the honor of the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger, GCON. The Deputy Senate President and the Speaker of the House of Representatives have honor of Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, CFR, while the Deputy Speaker of the House has been awarded Commander of the Order of Niger, CON. Fellow Nigerians, better days are ahead of us. The challenge of the moment must always make us believe in ourselves. We are Nigerians, resilient and tenacious. We always prevail and rise above our circumstances. I urge you to believe in our nation's promise. The road ahead may be challenging, but we will forge a path towards a brighter future with your support. Together, we will cultivate a Nigeria that reflects the aspiration of all its citizens, a nation that resonates with pride, dignity, and shared success. As agents of change, we can shape our destiny and build a brighter future by ourselves, for ourselves, and future generations. Please join us and join our administration in this journey towards a brighter future. Let us work together to build a greater Nigeria where every citizen can access opportunities and every child can grow up with hope and promise. May God continue to bless our nation and keep members of our armed forces safe. Happy Independence Anniversary, fellow Nigerians.
The power of the airwaves with the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
All right, so that was the Independence broadcast from Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, marking our 64th Independence anniversary. We return to our regular programming on Today 95.1 FM. Good morning.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
River State Independent Electoral Commission, RISIEC, will be conducting local government council elections on the 5th of October 2024 in River State. It is once again time for us to cast our votes for our preferred candidates. Come out en masse and vote, for your future is in your hands. Only you can make our democracy to work. The decision to get the right person as your local government chairman, vice chairman, or councillor is in your hands. Don't let anyone come
confuse you. Come out and vote on the 5th of October 2024. Join the people of Rivers State to ensure the sustenance of democracy in our dear state. It is our right to ensure transition in democratic governance. Come out en masse and cast your vote on the 5th of October 2024. This message is from Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. RISIEC.
What's best for my family. That's why we ensure we start our day with a Kellogg's breakfast, fortified with essential vitamins and minerals to stay active and alert to reach your grace. Breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
Seymour Luxury Homes. We deal on variety types of doors and furniture like bulletproof doors, Israeli doors, copper doors, smart lock security doors, armored doors, acrylic hardwood doors, and so on. At Seymour Luxury Homes, we also sell aluminum railings, glass railings, Italian wrought iron gates, handrails, fence rails, burglaries, laser cut gates and railings, stainless steel gates and railings, all kinds of tiles and granites, sanitary wares, wardrobe and kitchen cabinets, wall and floor ingrate. We are also into finishing and furnishing. So for more information, visit us at number 7 Izimbu/Mommy B Link Road by Mopole 19, Port Harcourt, or call 0706-398-0924. You can also visit us at number 11 Ada George Road or call 0706-300-6452. Seymour Luxury Homes, affordable luxury place.
A time to take decisions that will determine the future of the people of Imoga is here again, and you don't need to allow your fate to be by chance. Chief David Chinedu Umeriji has presented himself for service and nothing more. Remember, he was tested and tried for just 3 months as CTC chairman. The deaf heard, the blind saw, and the good people of Imoga felt the impact of his administration. The restoration of electricity in some parts of Imoga, completion of Ubimini Road, Ibatase Road, Emeda Police Station, fencing of Imoga High Court, fencing of Brother Secondary School, and the award of Rumada Obakiri Road, empowerment of over 2,800 persons, etc. A vote for Chief David Umeriji is a consolidation for infrastructural development and human capital investment. Join the moving train as we collectively elect Umeriji as the chairman of Imoga come October 5th, 2024. Vote APP. Vote Chief David Chinedu Umeriji. This is powered by Chief David Chinedu Umeriji Campaign Council.
Property business.
Looking to build a beautiful future and secure a great retirement plan? Invest in property with propensity for up to 50% appreciation within 6 months with Odibola Properties. Starting with as low as 1.9 million, 3 million, 6.5 million, or 10 million. Invest with Odibola Properties in Quiet Heaven Extension and Quiet Heaven Phase 2 in Igbo Victory Park, Alu. You can invest in Quiet Heaven Estate, Omagwa, and Urban Prime Layout behind Salvation Ministries headquarters in Iguruta. You can also invest in Crown Court 2 luxury apartments in GRA Port Harcourt to secure your future with Odibola Properties. For more information, visit our office at Odibola House, Nyemwilim Nisirim Layout, Tombia Extension, GRA Phase 3, Port Harcourt. Call us on 0706-282-4385 and 0806-753-8478 or visit www.odibolaproperties.com. With Odibola Properties, you can do business with us and go to sleep.
Odibola.
A financial revolution is sweeping across the continent. A new, innovative, international award-winning financial tool that has the capacity to increase your revenue base has been deployed, and a host of Nigerians and members across the world are already taking advantage of it and making fortunes. We are excited to introduce an unprecedented financial product known as the Flyopad.ai within the Web3 space, and more excited because we are hosting a free connection service for you. All you need is an internet-enabled device to get started. How would you love to quadruple your mustard seed in the comfort of your home? For further information on how to register, invest funds, and withdraw your daily returns and investment and other support, please reach us on 080-285-29908. That's 080-285-29908. 29908.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
My dear people of River State, it is with a deep sense of pride that we join the entire world to celebrate today, the 1st of October 2024, not just as the 64th anniversary of our beloved country Nigeria's independence, but as the International Day of Older Persons. Worldwide, population aging is a major global trend that is reshaping societies. In over 50% of the world's countries, life expectancy at birth now exceeds 75 years, 25 years longer than what it was in 1950. While this is not the demographic picture in our country, which is largely populated by young people, we remain cognizant of the elderly people among us, who must be acknowledged and regarded with the respect, care, and dignity that they deserve. This has far-reaching implications for the caregiving landscape, with a wide range of needs for both paid and unpaid support in both formal and informal settings. As populations age, the demand for comprehensive health care and social support services has grown substantially, particularly for older persons with several health conditions such as dementia. In recognition of these challenges and opportunities, the 34th commemoration of the United Nations International Day of Older Persons focuses on the theme, Aging with Dignity, the importance of strengthening care and support systems for older persons worldwide. The River State government, under the able leadership of His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara, Grand Service Star of River State, has taken numerous steps to address the health needs of older persons in the state. For one, the kickstarting of the River State Contributory Health Protection Program RIVCHIP, with the enrollment of older persons into the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund, has been one such step. This program ensures financial access to quality basic healthcare services, breaking a 3-year deadlock since the passage of the RIVCHIP law by the River State Assembly in 2021, and ensures the alignment of the state with the provisions of the National Health Act of 2014. Additionally, the River State Ministry of Health will continue to engage stakeholders to design and implement person-centered policies and practices that will strengthen care and support systems for older persons. The recent announcement of the employment of 2,000 health care workers in River State by His Excellency Governor Fubara will address the existing shortage of care workers that hinders ready accessibility of the provision of care for our older persons. The stepwise expansion of training and educational opportunities in areas such as geriatrics and gerontology will also over time build the skills of those involved in the care of our older persons. I call on us all to recognize our beloved older persons in our various communities, whether rural or urban. We must respect their dignity, beliefs, needs, and privacy at all times, and their right to make informed decisions about their care and quality of their lives. As we mark International Day of Older Persons today, I urge us all to be kind and respectful of the older persons in our homes and in our communities. Therefore, in line with the theme, Aging with Dignity, the importance of strengthening care and support systems for older persons worldwide, we in River State will continue to work assiduously to ensure the availability and accessibility of quality basic healthcare services for our older persons, in addition to enabling supportive home and societal environments that will nurture them in care and in dignity. Thank you. I am Dr. Adeze Chidimma Ore, the Honorable Commissioner for Health in River State.
Live from the Garden City of Port Harcourt, Nigeria, this is Today 95.1 FM.
Time for us to take you through the stories from the newspapers. It's the newspaper review segment on today's Quest Today 95.1 FM.
Federal government get this money. Federal government get in part. State government them get their part. Local government get their part. As federal government, they're doing on all the governors will enter together with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Their money increase or no increase. Person, for example, person when they get to 1 naira, money don't need 2 naira, 2 naira 50 per cent. So even when they ask, waiting President Bola Tinubu, they do with your own money for federal for Abuja here. When they carry bulldozer, they do everything. Everybody they say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the other money, the other half where they go to local government state. Why would I not they ask question? To fix culvert, to fix small hospital, to fix small school. Now President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will do that one again. State government did their job. The same way they do all those kind of work for the states. Because Nigeria people did 36 states. Anyway, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu say, anybody doing one. You know, carry their money choco. If they give them their money correct, if you say you don't give them for now, they don't shout now.
And I want to assure you that the Presidential CNG Initiative, steering committee and management are fully committed to helping to ensure the execution of the President's vision to transition Nigeria from expensive, unreliable PMS and diesel to cheaper, safer, and more reliable compressed natural gas fuel transportation. Since our founding exactly 1 year ago when Mr. President announced the Presidential CNG Initiative, we've been able to move the nation forward in a positive direction. For one, there were just 7 conversion centers in Nigeria this time last year. Today we can boast of over 125 conversion centers across Nigeria. In addition to this, we've seen a massive influx of investment. The Honorable Minister talked about investment. We've been able to track over $175 million investment in the sector, coming into motor stations. Additional 12 motor stations have been commissioned between last year and today. We've seen additional refueling stations being invested in, about 75 of them currently under construction, and commissioning of about 12 already this year, and we expect another 25 before the end of the year. Jobs are being created, technicians are being trained. Just last year, we could boast of just less than 100 conversion technicians in Nigeria. Yesterday, I visited a workshop in Lokogoma where the gentleman spoke about training about 40 new technicians every week in this country. NITT, NADDC, all of these institutions are training every day, and this is something that is really splendid, and it's something that we must commend Mr. President for having the vision to power this program forward. Beyond this, over 34,000 conversion kits are already ordered, and already we have more than half of that in our hands and already been distributed. Conversion is taking place across Nigeria. Yesterday, 53 conversion centers in 8 states were engaged in conversions. We hope by next week, additional 2 states will join the train, and slowly but surely, all the 36 states of Nigeria and the FCT will have conversion centers and will be converted. This is something I believe that deserves a round of applause.
I think, first of all, this initiative of pivoting to CNG, we are just seeing a symbolic manifestation of it. It is the policy of government. First of all, Mr. President committed to intervening in as many ways as he could to ensure that the inevitable rise in the cost of living that would follow from his bold, courageous, and necessary measures to stabilize the economy, we all know what they are, that he would intervene, particularly on behalf of the poor and the most vulnerable, by bringing down transportation costs, bus fares by 2/3 through the launching of this important initiative. He's keeping his promises to Nigerians. More importantly, it is a systemic move. Government will only purchase CNG or clean energy vehicles and engines, whether it be generator, whether it be cars. And that signals the way for Nigeria in general to pivot towards a cleaner and, of course, substantially cheaper fuel. These are homegrown innovations to help us to get back on the road to growth and economic prosperity and a better life for all Nigerians, which, as we celebrate our 64th anniversary, we must remember that is what Mr. President has promised, that is what he's committed to, and that is what he's working towards. Thank you.
Well, before that, let me just say that this is a necessary first step that government has taken. And we are giving this out, federal government is giving this out, 64 number buses to commemorate the 64th independence anniversary of our great country. 40 of these buses are going to the labor unions. You had the representative of the labor here accepting them. 20 of the buses are going to the students' union, and about 4 left will now be kept in the Federal Capital Territory. Now, let me emphasize that this is not all. Already, over 700 of these buses have already been ordered. Now, these are the first sets that we are giving out to symbolize the official commencement of this initiative of Mr. President. So don't say that you have only 64 buses to cater for the whole of this country. It's a necessary first step by government, but beyond that, it is also the expectation of the federal government that the private sector will also come in. Already you have heard from the MD of the Presidential CNG Initiative that over $175 million of worth of investment has gone into this sector already. We expect to see more of that. Nigerians expect to go in. More and more Nigerians, technicians especially, have been trained. So it's a whole gamut of arrangement that will benefit all spheres of, all sectors of this country. All Nigerians will be felt. This is beginning from those who need it most, the working class. The working class are going to get this. But beyond that, other Nigerians are also going to be the market people. Everyone, artisans, everybody will now feel this impact. It's a necessary first step that the President has started. It's a promise that Mr. President has kept for Nigerians. And we hope and we do know that very soon more of these buses will ply all the streets of this country. Now, as you have heard from the PCNG MD, that you are going to spend far less. The 2 tanks of the CNG you have seen there will cost you just about 15,000 naira, as against about 72,000 naira that you need to fuel your cars if you are using the PMS. So it's a drastic reduction corruption. And this is what the federal government and the president is doing. Gradually, the energy competitiveness that all of us so desire is being achieved from today. We do hope Nigerians will embrace this, will contribute to this. The private sector will also key in to participate in this for the benefit of all. Yes, it has been considered. Yes, it has been considered. There is no risk of explosion. The cylinders themselves, as you have heard, are bulletproof. There are no joints, meaning that they are not welded at any joint or parts. So they are intact, they are safe, and you don't expect to see any kind of explosion happening while this gas cylinders are being used. The safety of Nigeria and the safety of the buses were being put into consideration in the design and in the supply of these cylinders.
This is as much a personal accomplishment as a watershed in the Nigerian history. Your rise to this extolled position is a testimony to your dint of hard work and ability to shatter the glass ceilings in a career path dominated by men. This day has also been cemented the judiciary as a self-evolving and progressive institution. And I specifically congratulate the Nigerian women. Yes, any girl child can dream big and have her dream come true. It is worth celebrating. The judiciary is an important pillar, constituting the tripod that holds our constitutional democracy. Indeed, the Nigerian judiciary, at various times in the history, proven to be the moderating force that ensures that everyone remains in check, and we are in check. Your role as the last hope of the common man serves to sustain our people's confidence in democracy, knowing well that there is an important arbiter that can always give them redress if they are wronged. For this function, it is important that our judiciary remains truly independent. It is my administration's full commitment to preserve the sanctity of the judiciary. While we may have reasons to interface as complementing component of the same government, the government under my watch will also be mindful of the clear line demarcating the two of us. We will never interfere or abuse the relationship that exists between us as separate organs of government in our democracy. This is important for the sustenance of our constitutional democracy. At our level, we will continue to support the judiciary to ensure effective administration of justice. We have already taken important steps to better the lot of our judicial officers. We will continue to do more to give you the desired working condition that will enable you efficiently and effectively dispense justice. I want to urge the new Chief Justice of Nigeria to continue to uphold our reputation of being an ethical, fearless, and honest jurist. The Nigerian judiciary needs a leader with these qualities at this time, and I have no doubt that he will set the pace for others to follow. I congratulate you. I congratulate Baba Savage for witnessing this occasion. I want to thank the National Assembly for expeditiously approving this, confirming this appointment. Thank you very much.
I think I must congratulate her, my Lord Justice Kudirat Tekerekum, for making it as the second Chief Justice of Nigeria in the last 110 years. It's history. And like the President said, it gives the girl child the inspiration, regarding them as role models with Aluma Mokhtar, that yes, indeed, even if you're a girl and you work very hard, you can get to the zenith of any profession that you choose. And then the President commended the National Assembly. It's our job to ensure that we take actions that will stabilize the polity. We are not a rubber stamp, but we make sure we take actions that will stabilize the policy. In every respect, she's very highly qualified, and already she was sworn in as acting Chief Justice of Nigeria. And if you look at their progression and their succession in the Supreme Court, she's in the right position. It is not that we jumped anybody, no. And then we looked at it, her pedigree, very high moral standard, and a woman very incorruptible, right from when she was a magistrate in Lagos. I had the privilege to appear before her as a magistrate and also as a judge in Lagos. So I know her pedigree. And today, Nigeria can boast that yes, indeed, the judiciary is going to remain upright under her watch, and that the common man can get justice. Well, I expect that she should work with other arms of government to ensure that the stability of the polity, and then to make sure that decisions, particularly at the lower level in the Court of Appeal, different divisions do not bring out different decisions on the same subject matter. It's worrisome. So we should be able to predict. So the doctrine that they espouse in the judiciary that we decided decisions should be followed. Whenever there is a superior court of record that takes a decision, the lower ones should automatically adhere to those decisions. Those are the kind of things we expect. We want that to also bring improvement in terms of prison decongestion, and then we're awaiting trials. We should speed up the wheel of justice, and too many people are awaiting justice, particularly in land matters. And then you see people being sent to prison for 7-8 years, and at the end being sentenced to 2 years imprisonment. What happens to the additional 5 years they spent? So she has to bring reforms into the judiciary, and the National Assembly is very poised to support the judiciary in that respect.
I will tell her to hold on to God and to try and follow whatever path, which I'm sure will be the right path. She should follow it. And if at any time she has a problem or a challenge, she should pray over it. And if God, seeing that she always follows the right path, will make the situation clear. I've been looking forward to this day, and God has made it possible in my lifetime. So all the women will be happy. I'm sure they will be happy.
We were in Rubolumene, which is the starting point of the Trans-Kalabari Ring Road. From here, if you remember when we came to flag off this project, it's a project that will connect the Tombia people to the city. So we just came for inspection to see what is the progress of the job. I can say I'm not too impressed, but considering the terrain, it's not a normal, strong land where you just go clean the earth and just play your asphalt. But I've told them I need more speed because this project is a very important project to me. As a matter of fact, I see it as one of my legacy projects. So it's important that I achieve it before we complete our tenure. Thank you for your support. What's important to me is that River State Assembly has to be alive. It doesn't belong to anyone. I don't care who related to it, but do the right thing. That's what's important to me. Because make a mistake today, so we'll give it us right. So I thought there's nobody has a right. This is River State independent of the corporation. It belongs to River State. And I'm the governor. Yes. I'm the chairman. So I will come here myself. If any judge, no matter how busy, just let me know. Our election will hold on the 5th of October. I'm aware that RISEC told me they already had an order mandating them to conduct the election on the 5th and the security agencies to support them. So I think with that order, the election will hold. I might not be a lawyer, but I know that there's something they call first in hand. And since they have the first in hand, we will give them all the necessary support for that election to be conducted. And it will be one of the best elections ever held in the River State, free and fair in the state.
10 days. 10 days. It's 10 days. First to 22nd. It is for playing other reverting. Refusing to give prisons or corrections ration. It decided to apply for self-relief. Self-relief is approved in our law. And this is during the admission. We discovered that English has a peculiar features that can not allow us to go to the general. Had some female features like the breast. That's the breast. Yes. This is the medical examination done by the facilities medical practitioner. They modify them from all over. In this, we have the admission program to enter into the meeting to discuss on the best practices and the best way to manage it. Then we arrive at the conclusion that we are putting in a protective hospital, which is good. And he spent his time at Medium 10 days in our B-Ward Room 2. B-Ward Room 2 of the facility. And alone in that particular room. Why we did that is that because we have to abide by the international best practices and according to our laws. I want to ask you something, sir. Are you under suspension? No member was able to make that. Are you under suspension? Yes. There was a press release by the National Day and News that I and my colleague, Nice One, and some others have been suspended. Were you giving reasons for the suspension? No reason for this. No reason. So they just have you a letter and tell you to go. They didn't have a letter. Are you on suspension? You said yes. In social media suspension. It's just Order.
Okay, a very good morning to you again, everyone, and welcome to the newspaper review segment, Today's Quest on Today 95.1 FM, October 1, our country's 64th Independence Anniversary edition. I welcome you all. It's a pleasure to be here with you today on the show. Kelly Kemenjima is my name. 7:51, October 1st, 2024. Welcome again. We're together till give and take 11:30 a.m. Panelists will join us. We'll look at the issues today. We'll take your contributions and your reactions. Even though it's not in the papers, you feel free to react to the president's independence speech, which we relayed live to you this morning from our studios. So feel free to react to that and all of the other issues. Because of the speech, we're unable to bring you our world news. Some of those reports you will get in our news updates, 9 a.m., news update 10, and of course, our world news at noon. And for the rest of the day, we'll continue to feed you with factual and truthful information. All right? So stay with Today 95.1 FM. So much to come right here. So our country is indeed a theater of drama. Strange things. Anyway, let's begin with the things you listen to. Minister for Information Mohammed Idris was on the Brekete Family TV and was talking about the amount of money that's being shared between the federal and the state governments and why all the focus seems to be on the state government and on the federal government and not the state and local governments. That's the first thing you listen to. And after that, the federal government, through the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, giving out about, is it 60 buses or more, about 100 buses to the student unions, NLC, TUC. I think that happened either Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember the exact now, but that happened. So you listen to the program director of the initiative, Michael Oluwagbemi, speak first. And then the Minister for Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edu, speak next. And then lastly, the Minister for Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris. So all three of them, you listen to them speak in that clip, the second one. And then yesterday, the second ceremony eventually happened as Kekere Okun, Chief Justice of the Federation, was sworn in as the Chief Justice of Nigeria. She was acting after a confirmation by the Senate. She was sworn in yesterday. Remarks by President Tinubu you listen to. After that, Akpabio speaking on the same ceremony, talked about the significance of the ceremony and said the National Assembly is not a rubber stamp. Okay. He said so. Akpabio said so. The National Assembly is not a rubber stamp. Well, I don't feel like repeating it again. And then the first female Chief Justice of Nigeria, who was also present, shared her remarks, which you also listened to. Interestingly, present there was Walter Onoge, and he was actually acknowledged as a former Chief Justice of Nigeria. The first time we heard that he was going to court, I said, who is pushing him? And I sort of said it out loud. Who is pushing him? It's clear somebody in the Tinubu administration wants to compensate him and pull him close to them. It's clear that's happening. But I felt good seeing him there. I felt really good seeing him there. So let's hope that they cannot do what has been done, but perhaps a bit of closure for him even at this time. But I just felt good seeing him there. All right, so Governor Fubara inspected the Trans-Calabar Road yesterday. You listened to him. He wasn't quite impressed with the pace of the work. He asked them to step things up. But he was there to look at from the Rumolumani access where it starts from. Okay, so you listen to that. And then from there, after the Sunday ginger, building psychiatric hospital in their community, they may need it. You get all that ginger and fire. See, I watched that video more than I saw reports, I saw videos more than 5 times yesterday. I still could not unwrap it in my head how that entered his head, and he used that as a clapback. My God. Why? Governor Fubara, why? That's too much now. Haba. You mean the psychiatric hospital you're building it for them, that they may need it? The mayor doesn't do anything, no? You might as well have just said they will need it. Anyway, let's move on. So, after all that ginger and, all the fire and everything, from the inspection, said, take me to RISEC. Take me to RISEC now. So they drove him to RISEC. After all, he's the governor. Drove in there. So the first part wasn't very clear. It was a chat between, I don't even think he entered the building, at least from what I've seen. I didn't ask questions, but from what I've seen, yeah, they just drove in, came down. Retired Justice Enebele came out, they greeted him, charged them, and they appoint you, any idiot, blah, blah, blah. Now this ginger is good, though. This is a season of ginger. Will you come again soon? How about tomorrow? So that we can get part 3. And then we can continue like this. And then people will get thoroughly entertained. Anyway, Kelly, focus. Yeah, sorry, let's continue. Okay, so the governor speaking there that the election on Saturday will hold. That's it. That's the summary of it. And then the next one, the House of Reps investigation on the Bobrisky saga. One of the beauties of this House investigation is the gbas post that follows. Who said, who did not say, recorded, did not record, all of those plenty drama. Well, so they say Bobrisky has breast. The prison officer says Bobrisky has breasts. No joke. So you get Bobby. Bobrisky has Bobby. So because of that, those special features, they decided to seclude him. They took him away from the general wards and put him in a private space. That's what the prison official disclosed there, okay, at the hearing of the panel. Bobrisky has Bobby. I don't have Bobby. I have small breasts as a man. That's what I have. Sometimes it's good to be naughty. Just a little after people are on holiday now. I beg, laugh, Jerry. I used to think those things were padded though. When you see me, if I one time my mother said to me, when she said this is Bobrisky, I said, you know Bobrisky? I said, yeah, now. The guy is fine, shao. Not just said the guy is fine, shao. I said I couldn't agree less. Oh my God, with those makeup and those eyelashes. Now we're hearing from prison officials that Bobrisky actually has breasts. What's next? Okay, let's go to the last one. So I can go to the market, come back and read the stories for you. The same prison official that we heard, and I read, I think on Sunday, that they have been suspended. On Friday, that they have been suspended. The man says, it's social media suspension. Nobody gave me any letter. Kilo day. Nobody gave me any letter. So I don't even know. I only heard it on social media. Wow. Nigeria, our country of drama. All right, so when we come back, we'll go to the marketplace on bills. On return, I'll take you through what the prints have for us at this time. All right, so the avenues and platforms to reach out to us, the phone lines when they're open, 0817-000951 and 0810951091. Again, 0817-000951, 0810951091. And then to send messages, WhatsApp or the traditional SMS channel, 0701-9339-962. Again, 0701-9339-962. And then on Facebook and X, we have posts there, opinion poll, real talk, as well as the general post. That's on Facebook. General post, of course, has the links there to the stories. All right, Today 951 FM, Today 951 FM. And then on X, Today FM 951, Today FM 951, where we have posts for real talk and opinion poll. All right, so please stay with us. Let's go pay some bills. We're back in a moment. We'll look at what the prints have for us and so much more. Good morning.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
2 decades of God's mercy and grace. Join the King's Assembly for our 20th anniversary celebration. The 11-day celebration runs from October 3rd through 13th October 2024 at 58 Tumbia Road, GRA Phase 3, Port Harcourt, River State. Experience transformational worship at our anniversary services on Thursday 3rd, Wednesday night by 5:30 p.m., Sunday the 6th and 13th of October 2024 by 7 a.m., 8:45 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. Receive impactful ministrations with Pastor Jeffrey Iyanoa, music ministrations, Mercy Chinwo, Manus Akbanke, Jackson Jones, New Song, and your hosts, Pastor Chris and Yemisi Ugo. Join us for a time of worship, fellowship, and rejoicing. Let's celebrate God's goodness together. For more event information, visit our website, thekingsassembly.org/20.
Okay, all right. All you need to know about this one is that
95.1 FM? Such a unique style.
What's a successful business without sales? And what is sales without an audience? Well, do you know that you can reach 8 million listeners across 6 states in 2 geopolitical zones all at once? How? With Today 95.1 FM, you can get millions of people to know about your business. And what does that mean to you? More sales. Call 081-389-2850 now for more information.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much. And let's continue. Let's take you through what the prints have for us at this time. Kelly's my name, so feel free. Get ready. Let's get into that exchange. Daily Post is our first stop. I wasn't suspended. Prison officer speaks on Bobrisky's bribery allegation. That's the one whose voice you heard. Michael Anugwa. He's the Deputy Comptroller of the Nigerian Correctional Services, NCOS. So you listen to him, Abi? Social media suspension, no. Nobody gave him a letter. We heard that the Minister for Interior has set up a committee now to further investigate the matter. I'm like, you know, here I say, I don't give the guy a letter. You're not aware that no letter was given to the officials that you announced had been suspended. Now, wow. Obedience to court order not negotiable under my watch. CJN Kekereokun warns the new inaugurated Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN Justice Kudirat Motomori Olatokumbo Kekere Ekun vows on Monday in Abuja that obedience to court orders will not be negotiable under her watch. She said no individual or institution, irrespective of their standing, would be permitted to treat judgments of the court with levity or disregard. The CGN spoke on the occasion of the commencement of the 2024-2025 legal year and the inauguration of the 87 new Senior Advocates of Nigeria SANs held at the Supreme Court. Justice Kekereekun stated that the judiciary stands resolute in ensuring that the sanctity of legal decisions is upheld in line with the rule of law. To achieve this new narrative, the CGN canvassed that all hands must be on deck in fostering an unwavering commitment to the full enthronement of the rule of law. Disobedience to court orders or non-compliance with judicial directives is a direct affront to democracy and an invitation to anarchy. As such, it is critical that we respect and observe all the features of an enduring democracy, for in doing so we maintain the delicate balance that sustains our society. Let us therefore work together collectively and tirelessly to ensure that Nigeria continues to abide by the rule of law, upholds the best democratic practices, and remains vigilant to the protection of citizens' rights. The rights of every Nigerian must be valiantly safeguarded against oppression and impunity, utilizing the full array of legal instruments at our disposal, maintaining that a new dawn and a new era in the Nigerian judiciary has come with her appointment. Justice Ekun assures Nigerians of her commitment to work diligently to improve public perception of the judiciary. Over the years, various factors have contributed to the negative image of the judiciary. However, we're determined to change the narrative and make the judiciary a source of pride for all Nigerians. When the legal compass of a nation falters,